Your brain is not lazy. That would be unfair. Your brain is more like a very tired office manager who has seen one spreadsheet too many and has started automating everything just to survive. Walk into a dark room? Don't hold a philosophical conference. Hit the light switch. Phone buzzes, hand moves before the rest of you has even voted. Smell fresh donuts near the office? Suddenly, your wellness journey is being represented by a lawyer who graduated from Cupcake University. This is the weird magic of habits. They make life easier by turning repeated problems into automatic solutions. And that sounds helpful until the automatic solution is open social media for 3 seconds and somehow return to consciousness 47 minutes later, holding your phone like it is a cursed glowing sandwich. So the real question is not, why am I so undisciplined? That question is dramatic. It wears a cape. It is usually useless. The better question is, what machine is my brain running, and which lever is quietly controlling the whole thing? In the late 1890s, psychologist Edward Thorndike studied how animals learn by placing cats inside puzzle boxes. The cat had to perform a simple action, like pressing a lever, to escape and get food. At first, the cats behaved like tiny furry chaos interns. They scratched, they poked, they tried random moves. They gave the box the emotional energy of a customer service complaint. But over repeated trials, something changed. The useless actions faded. The useful action got faster. The cat stopped exploring every possibility and went straight for the lever. That is habit formation in miniature. Try, fail, accidentally find something that works. Repeat the thing that works. Eventually the brain says, "Excellent. I shall now file this under automatic and never bother the conscious department again." A habit is simply a behavior repeated enough times to become automatic. Not mystical, not moral, not a personality flaw carved into stone by the gods of poor time management. It is an automatic solution to a recurring problem. Your brain builds habits because thinking is expensive. Decision-making burns attention. Repeating a solution saves energy. The brain is always asking, have we solved this problem before? Can we reuse that file? This is why habits do not reduce freedom when they are chosen well. They create it. If paying bills is automatic, the bill goblin does not visit your brain every Friday with a tiny clipboard. If exercise has a fixed place in the day, you do not have to negotiate with yourself like a hostage mediator in running shoes. If studying begins at the same desk, with the same cue, the brain does not need a TED Talk and 3 motivational wallpapers to begin. Good habits remove small decisions so your attention can do larger work. Bad habits do the same thing, unfortunately. They also automate. They also save energy. They just save energy while quietly driving the bus into a snack aisle. Every habit runs through 4 stages. First, the cue. The cue is the signal. It tells the brain there might be a reward nearby. A buzz, a smell, a time of day, a location, a feeling, the unfinished project sitting on your screen like a haunted tax form. Second, the craving. Craving is not always wanting the object itself. It is wanting the change in state. You do not crave brushing your teeth. You crave the feeling of a clean mouth. You do not crave checking your phone. You crave relief from uncertainty, boredom, awkwardness, or the terrifying possibility of being alone with one thought. Third, the response. This is the actual behavior. You grab the phone, you buy the donut, you turn on the light, you open the document, you close the document, you open a new tab to research, and now a man is restoring a rusty toaster from 1912. Fourth, the reward. The reward does 2 jobs. It satisfies the craving right now, and it teaches the brain what to repeat next time. The brain is basically a reward detective with terrible boundaries. If an action brings relief, pleasure, status, comfort, or even just a brief escape from discomfort, the brain stamps it. Remember this: very useful, possibly dangerous, still useful. Together, these 4 steps form the habit loop: cue, craving, response, reward. The cue notices the prize, the craving wants the prize, the response goes and gets the prize. The reward says, "Nice, do that again next time." Now watch how fast this loop runs. Your phone buzzes. That is the cue. You want to know what the message says. That is the craving. You pick up the phone. That is the response. You read the message and satisfy the itch. That is the reward. And now your brain starts associating buzzing with phone grabbing. Congratulations, a tiny machine has been installed. Same thing with donuts. You smell the shop near work. Cue, you imagine the taste. Craving, you buy one. Response, you eat it. Reward. The brain does not write a moral essay. It does not say, let us examine long-term nutritional policy. It says, warm sugar cloud detected. Previous tests indicate happiness. Proceed. This is why willpower alone is such a clumsy tool. Willpower tries to fight the response after the machine has already started. That is like waiting until the claw machine has grabbed the prize and then yelling, be more disciplined, Saya, at the claw. The smarter move is to redesign the machine. To build a good habit, make the cue obvious. Do not hide the guitar in a closet and then wonder why your brain did not schedule a concert. Put the notebook on the pillow. Put the running shoes by the door. Put the water bottle where your hand already goes. Make the signal loud enough that your half-asleep brain can find it without launching a search committee. Then make the habit attractive. Your brain moves toward things that feel rewarding, so pair the habit with something desirable. Make the first step feel inviting. Give the brain a reason to lean forward instead of filing a formal complaint. Then make the response easy. If the behavior requires a 12-step ritual, 3 apps, special socks, and an emotional weather report, the habit is already in danger. Reduce friction, shrink the first action, make the door easy to open, and finally, make the reward satisfying. The brain repeats what feels good, especially when the good feeling arrives quickly. A check mark, a clean desk, a visible streak, a small moment of completion. Not a parade, just enough for the brain to say, ah, that landed. The same machine can also break bad habits, make the cue invisible, make the craving unattractive, make the response difficult, make the reward unsatisfying. If the phone is the problem, do not place it on the desk like a glowing casino chip and then demand inner peace. Move it, mute it, add friction. Let the bad habit trip over furniture before it reaches you. This is the part most people miss. Behavior change is not about becoming a heroic statue of discipline. It is about arranging the cues, cravings, responses, and rewards so the better action becomes the obvious path. The brain is always running loops. The question is whether those loops are working for you, or whether your inner arcade machine is eating your coins and awarding you one plastic spider named regret. So if a habit keeps repeating, do not just blame the person pressing the button. Inspect the machine. What is the cue? What craving does it create? What response does it make easy? What reward keeps teaching the brain to come back? Change the loop, and the behavior changes with it. Not because you became a different species overnight, because you finally stopped fighting the machine and started rebuilding it.